Welcome back. We have another Tales of Tribute game, playing Hermaeus Mora as usual. We're going second this time against Saint Pelin first pick. I picked Almalexia, but to be honest, I am not so keen on playing her nowadays. I think Hermaeus Mora is just a very fun deck, very fast. Almalexia is a much slower deck in comparison. I would pick Archer's Volley in this case, but my opponent goes to the Almalexia. The recently buffed Almalexia card now only costs 4 instead of 5. But yeah, I'm probably picking Archer's Volley in this case. I would think my plan is to rush my opponent down. What I don't do is I don't use the Almalexia power, which, you know, I could have used it. It's not like out of the question not to use it, so it's something that I could have done. Right now, since I'm going for a rush strategy, I'm probably going to keep the Fortify, to be honest. You don't have to have too much power. And the 1 power actually is relevant for that, the red Pelin card. So I'm probably not going to get rid of that. In this case, Ink and Blood seems good, and just economy. Next, my opponent's probably going to pick up Bardic Veneration to continue the Almalexia theme he has going on. But so far, Almalexia doesn't actually generate too much power on its own. So far he has 0 power generating things. I have a lot of power generating things, which are theoretically quite nasty. I want Ink and Blood for sure to combo with my Threads of Fate. That will just bump me up just a little bit more in the rush strategy we're going for. I mean, it's a very good card. Next up, Tome Shell. I don't think Tome Shell is very good. You know, I bought it. Okay, well, I think that's a mistake. I think Tome Shell is just very bad. Oh, I see what I was trying to do. Okay, use the Hermaeus Mora Patron Power, pick up the 6-cost Hermaeus Mora card, and pick up a Tome Shell for myself. I still think it's debatable, but if we're going heavy Hermaeus Mora, it could work. Opponent is just dirtling about. Doesn't really have too much in his deck that I can see. Waiting for him to end the turn. I'm gonna 100% pick up Apocryphal Pack next. He's still going Almalexia, picking a few agents up, which are okay, but I think my power generation will soon outscale his agent in general. So they are a minor roadblock at best. I really don't like Tome Shell. It's probably the worst Hermaeus Mora card to pick up. He wants to get his agent next, which sure. My deck has a lot of ways to generate power, so I'm not too worried. What we could do is use Almalexia to try to screw with him a bit. And let's see what we can get rid of. Yeah, sure, just take out that Bardic Veneration. Prevent him from getting a few Almalexia combos, that's fine. We still have a Blackmail up. Barter if you want to get rid of any bad cards. And this is like, you know, your standard insane Hermaeus Mora turn. You get 1 power, 4 power from the Apocryphal Pact, and then you get like 8 power from Unsettling Aura. So what if your opponent draws an extra card? You're gonna run him over regardless. And we also have the Hlaalu just to rush him down a little bit more if necessary. Now, my opponent still hasn't really generated too much power. He's just... And he couldn't confine any of my cards because they were all, you know... I really want Secret Aspirant, that's like the cherry on the top. But I'm not sure I can afford it, to be honest. And my opponent doesn't want me to get it, so fair. These are both expensive cards that I'm never going to buy. I think what my opponent did probably was not correct. He actually gave it to himself, but he also gave it to me, which I'm perfectly happy taking. Please give me that. Give me the big Pelin fat agent. I will take it. I can easily kill both these guys. Don't want him getting any more value off that. I probably want to go for Blackmail next. Alternatively, I can Pelin my own agent back to the top, which would be quite disgusting. It's not unreasonable. I can see both. Or you could just treasury for another coin. If I could afford Cypher, that is the one that Harvest Season, unfortunate. I would have preferred not to let my opponent get that, but that's fair. He does play his banner, but I have the means to kill his banner, so I will take it. I did draw an extra card. He does use the Hlaalu power to remove his Unsettling Aura card that he picked up earlier because he doesn't want me drawing more cards, which is not unreasonable. Now he's caught up to me in power. The only problem is I am not certain if... And he uses Hlaalu again with a Tithe to get rid of his own Banneret agent. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, that was a roadblock. It was very annoying and something that I would have to deal with. I mean, I feel like I'm not in any particular rush. Right now he's gotten rid of a lot of his power generating cards. He doesn't have that much left, to be honest. He's probably gonna buy the Imprisonment next to kill my Banneret, but that will just waste his time. Or we could just try Russian Dawn. I mean, 23. We are pretty close to victory at this moment. But I think it's not unreasonable to use the Hlaalu power there at the same time. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with a Voracious Tome Shell with no real cool combos going on. Yeah, the Voracious Tome Shell is by far the worst card that you should really think about not getting it if you have the chance. The rest of the Hermes Mora deck is pretty good. You just buy it, as long as you got the combos going, you're gonna get a lot of power. And you know, getting rid of 2 cards from your deck is fine. I mean, the Reach has that too without a drawback. Yeah, I'm deeply unconvinced by Voracious Tome Shell. Anyway, my opponent's still thinking about what he wants to do. I believe he got rid of most of the power generating cards in his deck. Yeah, there's basically nothing that generates power in his deck anymore, which makes it very, very hard to kill the agents that I have in front of him. And he goes for more economy, which is very dangerous. And he doesn't use Hlaalu hero power. He has to use the Almalexia power to try to shuffle away the top 3 of my deck. He only gets rid of that, which is... I mean, it did hurt me a bit, because I would have gotten a 3 combo off with the Hermes Mora if I had a chance, but I did not. Yeah, bye. That's fine. And Archer's Volley. And we probably can go for the win now. Hlaalu plus Imprisonment is, without a doubt, more than enough power to cut him down. Banneret, I could have kept that, but it's also plus, you know, plus 8 prestige, so I think that's reasonable. And I highly doubt my opponent can come back from this. So this is a fairly standard Mora game, I would say. My opponent went for very heavy on the economy, but I think the Hermes Mora deck is a little bit too fast. You can't just economy your way to victory anymore, like in other games. If you're fighting against a very fast deck, you got to fight them in a fast way. And I don't think it's when you're fighting against a fast deck like Mora, I don't think it's right to go economy. The deck is just way too fast. Yeah.